human. Because the business is done by human, done for human, sometimes done against human. It all starts with the wrong mindset. Human beings typically have prejudices. They have their own opinions, own ideas, own comfort zones, own ecosystems. In today's volatile times, where you really don't know what will happen tomorrow, the key thing is not to do things which you think are nice to have. You should only do things, otherwise you're in trouble, that are must-have. Most of the time, companies see overseas ventures or, new geographies as nice-to-have ventures. And when you start with this kind of mindset, you assign the wrong leader to run this business. When it comes to startup, the right startup leader is a warrior. He has a target, he knows the target, he sees the target, and he will walk to this target, run to this target, no matter what happens on the way. The right startup leader is resilient. He will never be down with setbacks, problems, issues on the way. He will stand up and keep on walking. The right startup leader is a world citizen. He's a universal person. He or she is open to new ideas, new cultures, new countries, new ways of doing things, flexible. And last but not the least, the right startup leader is actually an entrepreneur. But most of the time, the companies go and hire people seemingly doing well in corporate life. They're senior enough. They've done great things for the company. And most of the time, they're already jammed in this corporate ladder. They've been waiting for a promotion for long, and it doesn't come. So they're a little bit frustrated. So they go to these guys and say, hey, you know what, you're becoming a GM, man. I'm sending you to this country to start up the business. But this guy is not the right leader. People are magnets. So the leaders, when they choose people for their teams, they go and attract alikes. They go and attract the ones they feel comfortable with. And most of the time, these people also lack these qualities to be successful in a startup. And having a wrong team, what is expected? This team will miss the targets. A bad team will miss targets. Do not ever underestimate the capability of a bad team to miss even the easiest targets. Excuses, for me, are the most poisonous things for business, especially if you're in a startup environment. Average man and woman, when it comes to creating excuses for their failures or problems, are as creative as Kafka. And they don't even need LSD or absinthe to create excuses. Because it's even a chemical reaction. When something happens and you got no freaking idea why it happened, your brain tells you to do something, but the only thing you can do is to try to find some external reason for that. And in business life especially, when people, as the bikers say, do not feel the road with their bottoms, they don't see what's coming. And when they don't see what's coming, when it comes, they have no idea why it came. But believe me, in business, if you're not into fortune-telling business, of course, there is no metaphysical reason for anything. But when people have this mindset, again, of using excuses for their failures, instead of really looking at what happened or feeling the road with their bottom, sorry for my French, they come up with stupid reasonings, and this leads them to wrong diagnosis. Can't diagnose right, you take wrong actions because you don't really know the reason why you fail. Especially in startups, it's all about actions, because it's all about the speed of decision making. Decision making about anything: hiring, firing, marketing, sales, supply chain. You should take actions quick enough based on real, tangible data. If not, you're dead. And in our case, where we started everything wrong, inevitably you come to manipulation. You know, in the last 10-15 years, everything what happened in the world economy was about manipulation. People manipulated everything. People manipulated data about everything. Lehman Brothers went down. I mean, who could say in this room that Lehman Brothers could go bankrupt? But they did go down because they manipulated for a long time, and then one day the system got blocked and they were revealed and they had to go. If maybe, you know, we could diagnose what was going on early enough at this stage, or at least if we stopped people from using excuses, we could see the problems early. But this didn't happen. And in all the things I have talked about now in the last couple of minutes, there is human factor. It's not technical. It's mindset. It's the leadership profile. It's the team the leader gathers. It's nothing else. Otherwise, it's basic principles. I mean, not many companies go bankrupt due to earthquakes or, you know, fires. They go bankrupt due to their bad management practices. So this is a business. This is not a hobby. And when a business fails, hundreds of people, if not thousands, are affected from this. And you don't have the luxury or the right to fail a business just because you are not doing the right things. But if you do these things well, if you feel the road with your bottom, there's no reason you will fail. Thank you very much.